So me and my friends are heading up to Snowshoe Mountain in Cass, West Virginia. We are from Ohio, so this is a pretty big step up from the mountains they have there. I have been to Snowshoe, and so has Bryce, so the other two boys are in for a big treat. Since Ohio is primarily flat, the drive through the mountains was amazing. We are staying at my uncle's house, which is in the valley of Cheat Mountain. It's an awesome place to stay, and for free lodging, I can't really complain. Bryce and Kyle are rooming with me, while Josh has his own room. While we were getting ready, we thought Snowshoe would be a little something like this. But in reality, it was more like this.
Nope.
Or who could forget?
Just getting a view. Dude, Fortnite?
Yeah, who could forget that? But we were just out here as kids just trying to have some fun and not hit anyone along the way. Day one came rolling around, and of course, we get the worst conditions there could ever be. It was rainy, it was wet, but that couldn't dampen our spirits. After we got loaded up, we checked the map to see the first trail we were going on, and it was a pretty long green trail called Flume.
We didn't do our stretches. Oh yeah, we didn't stretch.
The cameraman for this weekend was Kyle, since he had the fancy new Hero 7. The first one was pretty good for no one really being there at 9 o'clock in the morning for first chair, but hey, I can't really complain. The next run was, you guessed it, about the same, rainy and wet. We took a turn down what we seemed to be the next best trail, but looks like we hit a flock of Jerry's. We hung a left and bombed it straight down the mountain, trying to get away from these boys. As we went down the mountain, I could tell everyone was having a great time. We were giving banter back and forth to each other, and we couldn't be any happier with how the day planned out. As day one started to come to sort of a close, it was starting to become more and more rainy, and our footage started to, well, you can see on screen now. But of course, we didn't really stop since we were just kids trying to have some fun. Fortunately, the GoPro battery died right after this clip, so we didn't really have too much to go with. But day one was pretty fun. It was rainy, it was wet, and we were having the time of our lives. Dang, day 2 already? Compared to yesterday, day 2 was a huge step up. 50 degrees, great day for anyone. And we mean anyone. Our first trail was a blue trail that went from Crosscut into Spruce. For some reason, the snow was kind of sticky, but we pushed through it. Except for cameraman Kyle here. Granted, the shots weren't that good, but hey, it's pretty fun to watch him fall. Nice job, Kyle. Somehow he made it down the mountain, but we don't know how. Next run was another blue run that we tried to hit. It was an awesome day, like I said before. 50-degree weather, super bright out, almost a perfect bluebird condition. After a couple more of these runs, we decided to mix it up a little. Josh, our Red Bull athlete for the weekend, is one of the best park riders in our group, so it makes sense to make an edit for him.
First time I ever made a bill. Winning athletes world. First time I ever made a bill. Got the Batman Pro Kids 13. Little boy didn't know yet. 23 stretch built out the doorway. Got a real one, sugar baby all day. Any given moment, could all change. First time I ever made a bill. Winning athletes world. First time I ever made a bill. Got Nike zip up. Then I shrink up. Now I feel the brink of destruction. When I can't pay for luncheon. Feel like I'm halfway to nothing. First time I ever make a meal. I'ma spend that though. First time I ever make a meal. She gon' leave her daddy. She gon' need a caddy.
If you're a Red Bull sponsor person or something out there, I would suggest hitting Josh here up. Next up, we stopped at a pizza joint up at the top of the mountain, which, of all pizza joints, is probably one of the most expensive.
Alright, I'm going. Yep. I probably will. Not gonna lie, for as bad as I've been doing today.
Next up, we stopped in Western Territory for quite a few runs because, hey, we're kids. We can handle quite a few black diamonds.
Oh, the more I look at this, the more I wonder why I do it. Yeah. And you know what? I can't board an ice that well. It's gonna be fun. I put that too. Yeah. Here. Oh, shit. I'm gonna be going really slow. Yeah, I'm gonna be going really slow. Here, I'm gonna let these guys go first.
If you can't tell, this is a super steep run. Reason why, it's 1.5 miles and a black diamond. The GoPro doesn't do it justice, but this is probably one of the steepest trails I've ever ridden. This 1.5 mile long trail is Cup Run, as they like to call it at Snowshoe, which is famous for, well, the 1.5 miles. If you're a skier or anyone who has skied past 10 minutes, you know the toll it can take on your legs. Reason why we had to break up here.
Oh my. Go ahead, go ahead.
For anyone who doesn't know, just going back and forth on a steep trail like that slows you down and keeps you in more control. Reason why there's a warning sign for it. The second run we took in Western Territory was the only other one they had open, which was Shay's Revenge, which kind of brings the gap into a black diamond and double black diamond.
You ready, Hunter? Oh. Ah!
This is when things started
Go on,
to
Josh. Go on.
go downhill, pun intended.
Hunter, I'm gonna go in front of you. Oh no!
So that was about it. Snowshoe Mountain was pretty awesome for all its flaws that we experienced that day. We all had a good time, and I would totally recommend it to anyone who wants to ski something really nice on the East Coast. These experiences I'm probably never gonna forget with my friends, and I know we all had a great time doing it. So for now, it's a goodbye, Snowshoe. Hopefully, we'll see you again next year.